Well, good afternoon everybody, and it's an absolute honour and privilege to be with you all today. I hope you're all having an absolutely magical day in beautiful Minnesota, and I'd just like to start by saying a huge thank you to the very beautiful Stephanie Peters for inviting me to speak for all of you guys today. For those of you who don't know me, my name is David Ross, and I've been around network marketing since I was 11 years old. I've been privileged to grow up in a network marketing house with two fantastic mentors, one of which, my mother, Diana Ross. Some of you may have seen her speak at the recent GoPro Most Powerful Women in Network Marketing event. She was actually described by Eric Worre as one of the best promoters of events in the world that he's ever seen. And I like to think some of those skills have rubbed off on myself. So having gotten to know Stephanie over the last month, she thought it would be a good idea for me to come along and have a chat with you about my perspective on promoting events and getting your team members to engage and why that is so important. So what I said to Stephanie is I'd like to talk to you all today about how you can actually capitalize on events. So how you can get the most out of being at an event yourself and some of the best ways to actually get your team members engaged. But what I'd like to do is start off by just sharing a story with you. I was in Las Vegas a couple of years ago, and I was having a conversation with a gentleman called Sam Georges. Now, Sam is the CEO of the Tony Robbins Foundation, and he said to me, he said, David, he said 97% of the world's wealth is owned by just 3% of the people. And I thought, isn't that a little bit sad? And also a little bit fascinating. And then I got to thinking that people in general will always choose acceptance over urgency. They'll choose to watch instead of to act. And they'll often choose comfort over freedom. So, what's the point of all this? Well, the point is that each and every one of us has 100% choice as to whether we are in the 3% or whether we are in the 97%. And each and every one of you today sat in that room is a 3%er. So I applaud you. But what about our team members? Why can it be so difficult to get them to come to events? Well, what we have to understand is we have to understand the obstacles surrounding events and promotion. And I think there's 4 or 5 quite predominant hurdles in getting a team member to attend an event and getting the most out of it. So number 1, you need to make sure that your team members are paying attention to what's going on. And this is a culture that you're going to have to create in your business. As a leader, you need to get good at letting your team members know when an event is taking place. If you can do that, if you can create that culture, then you're going to get more team members paying attention. The second obstacle is getting them to book or getting them to confirm. The next obstacle is getting them to turn up, probably one of the most frustrating ones of all. So if you think how many of you are in that room today, how many people said they were going to come and didn't turn up? And fourth and finally, that's being at the event, that's taking notes and taking 2 or 3 things away that you can consistently and persistently apply to your team to get you to the next rank. You see, that's how you truly capitalize on an event. So understanding the obstacles is really, really important. So, what I want you to do is indulge me. I want you to look around the room. Just have a good look right now. And I want you to ask yourself, how many of your team members are sat with you today? And I want you to know that number in your head. You see, you can forgive absence. I can forgive absence. We can understand that people might have better things to do. People might have genuine reasons for not being in the room today, and we can forgive that. But unfortunately, your business and the marketplace will not. That's what you have to understand about absence when it comes to events. We can forgive, but your business and the marketplace will not. And this will blow your mind. I want you to consider the time you spend on a daily basis getting involved with some kind of event promotion. It takes me 10 minutes to get 10 people to an event, and so should be the same for you. But it can take 10 days, 10 weeks, or 10 months to introduce 10 new team members. Yet getting 10 people to an event will pay you more money. Think about that. Getting 10 people to an event will pay you more money than recruiting 10 new distributors. And you've got to ask yourself, why is that? Well, we don't get paid for recruitment. That's what you need to understand. You only get paid when your distributor starts to generate some serious activity. And that's only going to happen if they're getting involved with meetings, trainings and events. And for every team member who isn't showing up to training, they're not showing up to seminars, for every single one in your organisation who isn't turning up, there is a good chance, there is a 1 in 10 chance that you are losing a future power leg in your business. So out of every 10 distributors who isn't turning up, you're losing a potential power leg. So just think of the devastating impacts. It's truly incredible when you think about it. So, what you also want to try and do is something that many companies don't do, but it's something I do prolifically within my own organisation. And that is awarding and recognising promotional skills within specific ranks. So the next time you have a seminar, the next time you have a meeting, the next time you have a training, ask people to stand up and ask them how many people that they brought with them and reward that behaviour, because event promotion is the #1 wealth building skill in this business. As I said before, you don't get paid for recruitment. Only a team member attending events will pay you. It's really incredible. So it's all well and good you turning up to every training, taking the notes, having the jotters, but if you don't bring your classmates with you, you're going to be working that job for the rest of your life. So build an army, get everyone involved. Trust me, it will pay you dividends. Ask yourself this: do you actually know what an event is? You see, I was amazed to find out how many distributors in so many different organisations don't actually realise the understanding of what an event is and what can constitute an event. What do we have? We have company conventions. That's an event. We have home meetings, team trainings or seminars. That's an event. We have live webinars, hangouts, periscopes. That is an event. Company conference calls, even a 3-way call, that can be an event. And your own individual company trainings, they are events. So if you think about it, there's a whole host of things that are on offer to people, things that they need to be engaging with every single month. You see, I believe every distributor should be aiming to do a minimum of 2 to 3 network marketing company events. That way it's going to keep them engaged. What you have to get good at as leaders is communicating with your team. Speak to your leaders to reinforce an event. No one's expecting you to call 400 or 500 people. Okay? Gone are the days when really we should be doing that, or really we can do that. So speak to your leaders. Your leaders should be reinforcing what you're trying to promote. You can't promote on your own. You have a leadership structure that should be supporting and passing down the information that you're putting out. And again, that's a culture that you really need to create. Use WhatsApp to directly reach specific team members. Have a branded Facebook group, and you can use Facebook events as a rifle approach to target all the distributors in specific legs or parts of your organisation. Remember, conversations create businesses. So as long as your team members are talking, as long as they're engaging, then promotion can become self-working and you start to leverage your time. So let's look at how we can truly capitalize on an event. Well, this is what you've got to do, because so many people say to me, they say, David, how do you get people to events? Well, it's actually very simple. Your objective is not to tie a noose around their neck and drag them kicking and screaming. That's not your job. You shouldn't be doing that. But you are obliged to tell them why they need to be there and what's going to happen if they don't attend. You need to tell them who's going to be speaking. You need to show them how to book. What is the event booking system? And they need to go and they need to take notes. They need to take at least one or two things away from that training and consistently and persistently apply it to their business. Because you know what? You never know which event is going to provide you with your breakthrough. You never know which event is going to provide you with your breakthrough. It may just be that one event that you don't go to, which is the difference between you building a massive organisation and not. And wouldn't that be tragic? Make sure that you're in the room. Make sure that your head is at the event. In the time that I've been talking, how many of you have thought about what you're going to be watching on TV tonight, or who you need to call, or what you're going to have for dinner? None of you, I hope. But consider this, the associations that you make from the events. We all know that you're the product of the 5 people who you spend the most time with. Associations are a huge thing when it comes to events. And that is a big selling point of getting team members to engage. Remember, not turning up puts you in the most people category. Not turning up puts you in the most people category. And nobody wants to be most people. Get good at using social media. Use every single event you attend to relaunch your business. So if you're going to 3 or 4 events every single month, take some fun and branded images, and I want you guys to do this today. Upload them to Facebook with a really smart status, which I'll share with you in a second. And then follow up with all the likes and all the people who comment, who are maybe part of your centre of influence and not a part of your organisation. Simply going to an event and branding it on your Facebook page, creating that curiosity, will create a brand new warm list for you. So capitalise on that. Events posted on Facebook reinforce the power of your business to 98% of your centre of influence, your future team members, your future customers, because that's where they all are. Social media gives you the power every single day to host your own event and have your existing team members and centre of influence be present. But you've got to get good at using social media effectively. Use it as an event and use events to show off your business on your social media. And remember, anything where you get a group of people together within your organisation, whether it's a company incentive, a home meeting, a training, a large team training or seminar, a convention, anything, that's an event. Take some pictures, brand it, put it on Facebook, a smart status. And anyone who responds, likes or comments on anything, that is a warm prospect. And then all you have to do is send them a nice inbox message saying, "Hi Sarah, thanks for the like, thanks for the comment. It was absolutely fantastic to be surrounded by such positive people for a change. Listen, I'd love to catch up. Have you got 5 minutes in the week? I've got something awesome I'd like to share with you." And you see what they say. And that will open up a whole new way of prospecting. Trust me. And so, my final thought to you is this. We're often told that knowledge is king. But remember this, a king is nothing without his army. I love you all very much. I hope you found value in what I've said. I'll see you all soon. Bye.